Yes sir, man, we're back at it again with another Relink video. Y'all know what the vibes is, man. We finna go crazy with it. Happy launch day. Everyone gets to play the game finally in this game. I'm not gonna lie, it's peak. I'm gonna be glazing throughout this whole video, and I don't really have a certain structure of what I want to talk about in this video because there's a lot of great things that I can say about this game. Now, the first thing that I do want to talk about itself is the character progression, because of course I made a whole video dedicated talking about character progression, and I can say the character progression in this game is way more complex than I thought of, bro. Like, I thought it was going to be like the simple RPG, hey, you level up, you get more stats, and just like that, you're good. But this game, you can fully customize these characters. Now, I gotta hide the, how do I explain this? Now, I'm not one for story spoilers. There's not gonna be no story spoilers in this video at all. But I can't show you guys fully what I want to show off with the mastery screen, just because there's a certain character in this game that was not shown to us in base roster that became playable throughout the story, and that's all I'm going to say. That's the best way for me to explain it. So I think there was like, what, 19 characters, and that new character specifically makes 20. But yeah, that character is peak. I'm not gonna lie, probably my favorite character in this whole game. But bro, the mastery system is insane. Like, it's so in-depth, it's so robust, bro. And the way that the point system works, and I gotta give y'all a little bit of sauce. The way that the point system works, these points in the top right, those essentially like unlock more nodes in the point tree. They're not shared between characters. For example, right? My Vayne, I used them the whole game, or at least when I got a crewmate card and I unlocked them. He was the second character that I unlocked after Cagliostro. That was about chapter 5, if I'm not mistaken. There's 9 chapters in the story. So from chapter 5 to 9, I used Vayne all the way to the end of the game, and I put a lot of points into him. As you can see, I have 36% of his offense completed, 29% of his defense completed. So yeah. You scroll down a little bit, bro, and this is all like just regular base game content. Then you keep going. Then you get to about like right here, halfway through this, you got to get to like chapter 5 in the story, and unlocks like this whole upgrade node. It keeps going, it keeps progressing, it keeps going. Then you get down to the bottom. You got to unlock very hard quest difficulty to unlock more. Like, it's a lot. And these are like no little stat bumps. As you can see, it costs a lot of points. 2,825 points just to get all the way down here, but I'm sure the stat bumps are insane, bro. And these just like boost the damage of your skills. Some of them like extend the duration of your buffs, bro. And oh my god, they really like went ham on this mastery system. And to give y'all like, I guess, a comparison, right? This is obviously my Gran. I had Gran the whole story playthrough. You have to have Gran, and I barely put any points into him, but he still like did his due diligence. Rosetta is someone that I kind of like secondly invested a lot into, because of course with her being the character that she is, I really like used her as like a poison and heal bot. I just put like all heal moves and one poison move on her. So she has a little bit of offense and defense, but I gotta essentially go back through my Rosetta and just make her the character that I want to make her, because she is going to be a top tier character for raids, like 100%. But the mastery system, like I said, bro, it just keeps going and adds so much. And for an example, let me scroll up because I went down a little bit long. If I was to put like, let's just put like 7 points real quick for an example, right? You see I'm at 277 in the top right. If I was to put this in, I'll be down at 270, and if I go back to my Gran, I have 270 to spend for Gran. So that's what I'm saying. So you got to make sure that you balance all your characters and make sure that you put enough points into your damage dealer and into your supports, because if you don't, there will be a problem like me where you will get to a point in the story where you get walled. You got to go do some grinding, 100%. There was a point in the story, I want to say it was like chapter 4, if I'm not mistaken. I couldn't progress past the boss because it was literally just my Cagliostro only doing damage, and my other 3 party members were just terrible. And they're not bad characters, I just wasn't investing into them. But bro, there is a lot in this game, right? We have the Fate episodes. I can't click on it because, like I said, the character that gets unlocked secretly, their Fate episode is at the top for me because I'm working on them right now. So I can't click on it to show you who it is. But the Fate episodes, essentially what it is, they just give you free stat bumps and unlock more sigil slots. The questing system though, we got to talk about this, bro. So like these are all the islands in the game, right? These are like non-spoiler things, right? The questing system, there's difficulty levels, right? We have the hard, which is like for the veterans. There's another level under that that's like super hard. But the best thing about the whole questing system, bro, is you can search by treasure. Like, let's say for example, all of these things on the screen is for Vayne, right? Vayne, him being a water character, I need water shards and water orbs to upgrade him and get him better stats. You can literally filter by what you need and it will pull up the quest for you. Beautiful. And then you click on it, it'll show you. You'll be like, oh yeah, you can get water shards from this. And I know that didn't like show right here, but water shards show up when you're defeating enemies, if that makes sense, right? I'm not finna do this quest because I'm not ready for this. You see the power level 3,800. I'm going to get doo-doo on. You feel me? So I'm not ready for that. But I like that they did that though, because it kind of just streamlines and it makes it better for me not to be like, okay, I need a water orb for Vayne. Let me go to an external source like a Wikipedia for this game or something and just look up where to get water orbs from what quest. Like a lot of games have that problem. It's super annoying. But I definitely like the streamlined quest system. The blacksmith himself, the blacksmith is cool. I know there's other weapons within this game. I'm just gonna go over that. I just don't wanna like, it's gonna be, hold on, let me hide my screen and just pull up Vayne real quick. So this is Vayne's weapon. Since like I said, I'm in mid-game level. I have a level 50 weapon on him. This is like the weapon that I used before I got this level 50 weapon, but there's other weapons in this game that you can craft or find out in the world for your character. And I gotta reiterate this again because I keep hiding my screen because I don't want to spoil the character that gets unlocked. It's the same thing for the knickknack shack. Here we go. We have like the crew card thing, and those are like where you get more allies and stuff and more playable characters to join your party roster. And speaking of the party roster, I want to give y'all this little sauce. I can't remember if I already said this or not, so if I did, then of course whenever I'm editing, then I'll cut this part out. But for example, if you wait till the end of the game and you use your crewmate cards, you will get a kind of a level discrepancy between your main party that you used and the characters that you unlocked. So for example, I use Vayne, I use myself, which was Gran, I use Rosetta. Cagliostro was the last slot in my party, but of course I wanted to play with Percival, so I used a crewmate card, and my Percival came to my account at level 36. I don't know why all the characters on my account were like 40 plus, so I'm guessing that whenever you get the crewmate card, that crewmate card specifically is capped out at that XP level, right? And this is not like 100% confirmed. This is just like my headcanon. I'm not sure. If you're watching this video and you know how the crewmate card works for like XP on characters, then of course let me know down below in the comment section. But me personally, what I did, as you can see from the party system, I have essentially a character for each element, right? And that's what I did. Cagliostro is my earth character, and Fairy is the light character that I unlocked. I didn't like go through and just like spam all the crewmate cards because I want to wait till I get up higher. That way I don't have to grind up all those characters. If that makes sense. Other than that though, like I said, the only thing that's really left to talk about is the story, and I'm just gonna put that in a whole different video because I'm gonna wait a few days. That way my community, they can experience the story, because I would not want it to be ruined for anyone. I think I hit everything that I wanted to talk about. I'm sorry that I couldn't talk about like the end game because I personally haven't hit it yet. This is just more of like my progression video, if that makes sense, and where I'm at. Of course, shout out to everybody that came out to the streams. I might move the streams over to Twitch, but I'm gonna keep y'all posted on my community tab. Also, I did make a Discord, and I will put a Discord down below in the description if you want to find like LFGs for people to play with for Relink, or if you just want to talk Granblue in general. I will have that link down below, the first link in the description. But other than that though, it's been the Kid Prox. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you get on there, hit the thumbs up button for your boy. And yeah, I'll catch y'all in the next video. Y'all boys be easy.